Ever wondered how pro runners make it look so easy? Well, one of the secrets to their success is in really dialing in their running cadence, or the rhythm of their running at different paces. Sounds simple, right? It is, but it's a topic that lots of online running experts seem to overcomplicate. So let's straighten this out. Your running cadence is one of the keys to running more efficiently and reducing the risk of injury. But how should you go about perfecting your running cadence? Stick with me, I'll explain. Let's start with figuring out what the heck I'm even talking about. Your running cadence is simply how many steps you take per minute while you're running. Think of it as a lever that you can pull to help you manage your speed, control your effort, and even reduce the risk of injury. The magic number often quoted is 180 strides per minute. But in reality, it's not a case of one size fits all. That number shot to popularity after famous running coach Jack Daniels analysed a load of elite distance runners running at their race pace. Now, I'm sure you can see where I'm going with this. You and I run a little differently to your average pro runner, let alone a little slower. Bottom line is that different runners have different natural cadences, and it can even change based on your speed. But why does this even matter? I'll tell you why. Adjusting your cadence can have a big impact on your running. By taking shorter, quicker strides, rather than having a long, slow, plodding gait pattern, you're reducing the time your foot is in contact with the ground, reducing impact forces going through your body with each stride. This can lead to less wear and tear on your joints, muscles, and ultimately fewer running injuries. Here's where it gets interesting. Did you know that your cadence should naturally increase and decrease with your pace? It's true. As you speed up, your steps should naturally become quicker, and as you slow down, they should become slower. I'm sure that thinking about it feels pretty intuitive for most of us. Now, this doesn't mean dramatically changing your rhythm, but rather making slight adjustments. This helps maintain efficiency in your stride and energy use. Manipulating your cadence can also affect overstriding and your running posture. Overstriding, or landing too far in front of your body, can lead to increased impact forces and a higher risk of injury. But by increasing your cadence and focusing on landing underneath a flexing knee, you'll reduce the risk of overstriding itself. Additionally, maintaining a higher running cadence can help put you in a more balanced and aligned running posture, helping to put you in a position where you can better use important muscle groups like your glutes and core, again, helping to prevent running injuries. So how can you work on improving your cadence? Well, one way is by using a metronome app on your phone to set a rhythm for you to match with your strides. If that sounds a bit dull, you can even find playlists based on beats per minute to follow. If using a metronome, start by setting it to your current cadence for a given pace. Let's say your long run pace. Then gradually increase that by 5% at a time. The goal isn't to hit 180 strides per minute, but to find your own optimal cadence where you feel light underfoot, yet still relaxed. Just remember, dramatic changes can lead to other problems. In fact, let's look into that properly right now. As I mentioned, if you make drastic changes to your cadence, like forcing yourself to go from 162 beats per minute to 180, you can actually increase the risk of running injury. Your body has a running rhythm that it's used to, and making large adjustments to that can put new stresses on your muscles and joints that they're just not ready for. It's important to increase your cadence gradually and pay attention to how your body feels at each increment. There's another important aspect of improving your cadence and running form in general that lots of people overlook. Let's take a quick look at that missing piece of the puzzle right now. Strength and mobility work is where so many runners drop the ball when it comes to making lasting improvements to their running form. After all, don't forget, the way you run is an expression of your physical strengths and weaknesses, especially when we get tired. And the best way to improve those aspects is to get into a good routine with your run-specific injury prevention exercises. If you need a great program to follow, then I have you covered with all the exercises you know you should be doing but aren't. Check out the 7-day free trial of my Bulletproof Runners program, linked down in the comments. And if you use the code RUN30, you'll get 30% off your entire subscription. Next up, make sure you watch the video linked on screen right now to learn how to improve your stride length to run faster without overstriding. This really is the key to finding that extra gear in your running. I'll see you over there.